Hello, ladies and germs, and welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We learn about the states.
And we talk about them.
Yeah, we do.
All from beautiful, pure Michigan.
Yeah, we are outside right now. Listen to this.
Oh, that's going to sound awesome. That's a bee. There's a big old bee right by us.
What's a bumblebee?
Yeah. They don't sting.
He's all good.
We're outside of an Airbnb in Michigan.
Saugatuck, Michigan.
We're outside of Saugatuck. I'm not sure the exact city that we're in. Glen, I think, is the name of the city we're in. It doesn't matter.
Roger.
Yeah, it's a weird name for a place. We came here for a little Memorial Day vacation with each other and Jessica, the official girlfriend of Dilettante Ball, and Patrick Bodenhausen, the official friend of
the show,
and Ashley Bodenhausen, the official wife of the official friend of the show. And it's great. It's great. So if you hear any noise, it's nature. It's
birds.
cars,
it's squirrels. It's foxes stealing our food. It's chickens in the hen house.
It's great. It's great. It's beautiful. We decided to record outside just because we
How
wanted to.
Amazing is it going to be when the next state is Michigan?
I mean, that'd be
the best.
It won't be. It can't be.
It'd be amazing though.
What if though? What was last? I don't even remember the last one.
The last one was Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think's next?
Michigan. I'm gonna put the good vibrations out into the universe and hope I'm right.
I think it might be Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Which would be ironic
because we just left there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Right. Wow.
Illinois.
Yeah, bring the Illinois.
That's perfect. That's so poetic.
It is. Yeah, you can't.
The one state where we were most likely to be while we were recording, we are not there.
That's amazing.
December 3rd, 1818. Almost a full year later, Indiana, 1816. Mississippi, 1817. Illinois, 1818. All in December.
That's December 3rd?
Yeah.
It's 170 years and one day before my birthday.
No, you can't do that every time. Oh, is that October 8th?
Right. 2 months, 17, yeah.
Before it was called the Illinois Territory. So.
All right. Unimaginative,
yeah,
but it gets the job done.
Gets the job done, exactly. The flag is, and the seal are the same. It's pretty.
Okay. They stole the Mexican flag.
Oh, it's an eagle. It says.
Well, the eagle has a banner in his mouth.
Yeah, and it looks like he's wearing an eye patch, but he isn't. And the banner says "State Sovereignty, National Union."
Okay.
And sovereignty is written upside down.
Weird.
It's pretty cool. It's got like a shield, a Captain America type shield.
And there's a rock with stuff.
Yeah, the lake, I guess.
And a giant explosion in the background.
Yeah, okay. The seal is the exact same thing. Nicknames, Land of Lincoln and the Prairie State. Have you ever been to a prairie in Illinois?
No, I don't believe that such a thing exists.
That's okay. Capital?
Springfield.
Hell yeah. Largest city?
Chicago.
Chicago, baby. And right next to that, it's got a little picture of the Chicago flag. Which
that's cool. Much better than any other
it's the
flag.
best. It's the best flag. Area ranked 25th. Population ranked 5th.
5th? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, actually. Because Chicago can only do so much.
Yeah, exactly. The highest point is Charles Mound.
Mound. That's like 13 feet above sea level.
1,200 feet.
Okay.
There's a honeybee, not a honeybee, a bumblebee just landed on Spencer's person. Ooh,
I know he's not going to do anything to me, but
it's still
like, you hear a buzzing and your first instinct is to run. It's a wasp. It's going to kill you.
No, it's just
a harmless little bumblebee just trying to spread
bee cum.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that's how flowers germinate and become apples.
Sperminate.
Governor.
Governor.
We just Bronner.
Browner. Bruce Rauner. Bruce Rauner. Did you vote?
I voted. I did not vote for him.
Oh, that's why you don't know his name.
Well, yeah.
Lieutenant Governor Evelyn Sanguinetti.
Okay, sure.
Sounds like U.S. Senators Dick Durbin and Mark Kirk.
Sure.
Sounds like a fake name.
It does.
Abbreviations IL, ILL, USIL.
Ill.
Website, illinois.gov.
Sure.
Okay. State symbols, you got the flag. Amphibian, eastern tiger salamander.
Okay,
that sounds pretty
cool.
cool. Birds, northern cardinal.
Okay.
Butterfly, monarch butterfly.
Okay.
Fish, bluegill, flower, violet. Grass, big blue stem.
Okay.
Mammal, white-tailed deer.
Always a white-tailed deer.
Yeah, it is. What are you going to do? Reptile, painted turtle.
That's fun.
Tree, white oak.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Illinois is, they're not breaking any boundaries, but they're
it's
also like
America, baby.
yeah. I love that we chose to record our podcast.
Oh, it's on me! Oh my god! Oh, it landed on me! Oh.
The bee landed on. Here's the thing. I saw it coming. I knew it was gonna land on you. I did nothing to stop it because I wanted to see what would happen.
Yucky!
It
flew far away now, though.
Yeah, he did. Kurt the bumblebee landed on.
Oh, I'm like shaken.
It's the first time you've been out in nature.
For real.
You don't. You see nature on movies and TV shows, but you don't realize
it felt furry. Its legs were furry.
It was on its way to its job.
Oh no! Let's get this. Let's just go quick. Lightning round.
What I love is like out of the entire. This is quite a large amount of property that we're on.
Yeah.
We chose to sit next, and you knew we were sitting next to the bee's home.
He wasn't harming us when we were
he's
eating
not harming us
breakfast the other
still.
day.
But
no, that was harm. That was
harm.
There was intent to harm.
He assaulted you. You had not have permission to touch you.
State dance, square dance, state food, Gold Rush apple, and popcorn, which you would think would be Indiana.
Indiana, yeah, because they make a popcorn.
Fossil, the Tully monster.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Mineral, fluorite.
Okay.
Motto, state sovereignty, national union. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
I like that.
Leave us alone, but we'll be part of your club.
Yeah. Soil.
What?
Drummer, silty clay loam.
That sounds really
That's
funny.
That's awesome. State song, Illinois. Okay.
Sure. Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
The state song of Illinois should just be Sweet Home Chicago.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah. Turn it up.
Sweet Home Chicago. Illinois. I wonder why it's pronounced Illinois and not Illinois.
You got me on that one. I was gonna say because it's French, and then you're like, you know how to speak French, so you would. Maybe it's like maybe it's not French. Maybe it's Indian. And
well, then it's probably not Indian.
Oh yeah.
It's a state in the Midwestern United States. It's the 5th most populous state, the 25th largest in terms of land area, and often noted as a microcosm of the entire country. That's awesome.
I didn't realize that.
With Chicago, this is awesome. With Chicago in the northeast, small industrial cities and great agriculture productivity in the central and northern Illinois, and natural resources like coal, timber, and petroleum in the south.
Huh.
So it's like...
Wow. That's really interesting.
That's really neat.
Illinois is the best.
Yeah, apparently. That's cool.
State sovereignty, national unity.
Where was I? It has a diverse economic base and is a major transportation hub. The Port of Chicago connects the state to other global ports from the Great Lakes via the St. Lawrence Seaway to the Atlantic Ocean, interesting, as well as the Great Lakes to the Mississippi River via the Illinois River. For decades, O'Hare International Airport has been ranked one of the world's busiest airports.
Yeah.
Illinois has long had a reputation as a bellwether, both in social and cultural terms and politics.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I don't know what bellwether means.
I believe it's like...
like a gauge
a barometer.
Sure.
I don't know why they didn't say barometer.
Yeah. British person wrote this.
Although today, the state's largest population center is around Chicago. I didn't tell you this.
What?
On our trip to Italy. We met 2 people in line who were from England. They were from London.
Okay.
And we were just talking to them because, you speak English. Let's
Great.
talk. And we,
you don't want to forget how to speak English.
Right. And they were like, where are you from? And we were like, we're from Chicago. And the dude, in like his best approximation of an American accent,
awesome,
said, Chicago, Illinois, just like the movies.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
what a crazy phrase to have said.
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois, just like the movies. I'm probably not a good accent either.
And he was like, if he was 35, that's old. He was like a young guy, like a hip, normal guy from London.
That's really funny. Like London, England.
Right.
Just like the movies. Yeah. Consider yourself home.
It was perfect and awesome and crazy.
Was I talking to you about this the other day, real quick, speaking of British people not knowing how American stuff works? Someone was asking, like, what are some stereotypes or whatever that foreign people might have about Americans?
Okay.
And one thing, this isn't a stereotype, but in other countries, England in particular, I know, they don't have red Solo cups. So when they're at parties, they don't use them.
Yeah.
So I've had 2 different English people come over to parties or whatever, and when they enter the house and they see everyone with the Solo cups, they lose their minds because they're like, oh, it's just like the movies. This is real, and they call them what do they call them? American like
American party cups.
American party cups, something like that. Yeah.
What do they use?
I guess they just drink
glasses.
They probably just have maybe glasses. Maybe they just like drink. I don't know. Maybe they don't have house parties. Maybe they just go out to the pubs all the time because there's like a million of them.
Gotta have house parties.
Whatever it is, they don't use the red Solo cups though.
That's so.
But yeah, they call them like
funny.
American party cups or something like that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, two different years apart. Two different English people, both have the same reaction.
What a cool thing for you to have like this crazy like movie stereotype in your head.
Yeah.
Or no, it's not a stereotype. It's just like.
But anytime you see one of those teen movies, like oh, they aren't real.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then
you come here. You come to America, and here you go. Yeah.
Party hard. That's
and they were both like. Hey, take a picture of me. There's them standing holding the Solo cup.
Just empty cup, a bag of cups.
Right. Posted to the Instagram account. Like,
that's so awesome.
100 likes from other British people. Like, what?
It's real.
It's real. What movie set are you on? None. I'm at a house.
Oh, that's so crazy.
I wish that there was something like that we get that excited about, Like, it's just a dumb Solo cup.
I can't even think of, like, something in English.
British that you wish would be.
I guess tea, but...
Yeah.
they really do drink tea. Well, yeah, but everyone drinks tea. So
they eat beans for breakfast. This is crazy.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
Yeah,
but also, how many like British movies are you watching?
Yeah, true. Right.
Like every movie is like an American teen like party movie.
Every movie I watch.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it weird that movies and the world's pop culture is America's pop culture?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah. Eurovision just happened yesterday, I believe. And
we didn't watch it.
We missed it
because we're in Michigan.
Their Instagram has been we're in Michigan and not Europe. Their Instagram has been blowing up.
Have we talked about Eurovision? What it is?
I don't know if we have. We must have because we went hard on.
We got pretty
on Eurovision.
Pretty excited about Eurovision.
If we haven't talked about it, or if you're new to the show, or if you love hearing us repeat stuff, which if
probably
you're
do
not
if you listen.
new to the show, you do love that, or you would not be listening. Eurovision is basically American Idol for all of Europe, and each country sends one a visioner to wherever. This year it was in Vienna.
This year currently it is?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the final, or if it was like the first round of finals.
Okay.
But there were,
I feel like it's the first round.
So we still have
Maybe.
a chance to see it. We'll see. I don't know.
But it's so much huger than American Idol. It's giant. It's like the World Cup of
pop stuff.
Yeah,
it's the most watched non-sporting event on television in the world.
Right.
And it's amazing.
It's really crazy. Yeah. And we'll
just watch pull-up videos. I'll put some links to some important videos.
Right.
Obviously, the number one important one is going to be from my girlfriend Conchita Verse.
Sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Whatever. It's crazy. Let's get back into Illinois.
Let's get back to Illinois.
Let's go. We've had enough of Europe. Let's take it back home. Although today the state's largest population center is around Chicago, in the northern part of the state's European population grew first in the west, with French Canadians who settled along the Mississippi River, and
that makes sense, like fur trappers.
Yeah, and gave the area its name, Illinois. After the American Revolutionary War established the United States of America, American settlers began arriving from Kentucky in the 1810s via the Ohio River, and the population grew from south to north. In 1818, it achieved statehood. Boring. 3 U.S. presidents have been elected while living in Illinois: Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, and Barack Hussein Obama.
That's right.
It didn't say Hussein, but
the two
I don't
most
want
American
people to
presidents
forget.
of all time,
and like the one that like everybody doesn't think is American.
The Kenyan.
That's pretty funny. Like, how long? So right now it's called Land of Lincoln. How long do you think it's called like Birthplace of Obama, or not Birthplace of Obama?
Birthplace of Barack.
Well,
you'd have to make an alliteration.
But he wasn't born there.
Oh well, they would still.
I mean, he was born in Kenya.
Right. Let me see your birth certificate.
Yeah. How long do you or like
never?
Obama-noy.
No. Yeah, like 100 years from now.
Yeah, right. When like who's Lincoln? Who?
I don't know.
Obama.
I can't imagine living in such a time. That's so weird, isn't it? Like at a certain point in American history, like when it's 1,000 years old,
this will be right.
Yeah, weird. The first Android president, Barack Obama.
Cool that Lincoln and Obama are both from the state, and it's like, Lincoln freed the slave, whatever.
Right. Emancipation Proclamation and shit. And then the first black president.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. Man, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that.
Good observation. I got one for Ulysses S. Grant. You know that's not his real name.
What's his real name?
Because U.S. Grant, that's great, right?
Oh,
that's so good.
It's Illinois Douglas.
Yeah, it's Fartmonger P. Yeah. So his last name is Grant, but his name is Hiram Ulysses Grant. And
that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
That's like a dope name.
Except that when he was like in the Civil War, he didn't want his initials to be Hug because he didn't think his troops would like respect him. So he borrowed his brother's like middle name or whatever. So he went by Ulysses because that was his middle name, and then took whatever.
Isn't there one president? I want to say it's like Harry S. Truman, and the S doesn't stand for, like, he doesn't have a middle name, and he just like
arbitrarily picked an S.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I feel like, I don't know the whole story, but I feel like there's some president who does not have a middle name, but like made one up
because all the good presidents had. Like,
and like maybe a little kid like wrote him a letter.
Like Abraham Lincoln, like that one.
No,
Abraham Lincoln didn't used to have a beard, and some little girl wrote to him and was like, "I think you look good with a beard." He's like, "Yeah, I'll try it out."
That's
and then
awesome.
Yeah, grew a beard.
I was listening to an episode.
Same thing with Hitler. A little girl was like, "I think you look great with a mustache."
You're right.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Hitler's giving directions. It's going to be on your Third Reich. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Whatever.
I was listening to an episode of Radiolab. This was maybe a year or two ago.
There's a little cross promotional.
Yeah. So give a listen to Radiolab, friends of the show, Robert Kowich and Jad Abumrad, the good buddies of mine.
Yeah, not mine. They hate me.
They were talking about basically like when you look in a mirror, you see the opposite version of what everyone else who looks at you sees.
Sure.
You see like a reflection of that, obviously.
Sure.
And how it has such a. So the way you see yourself is completely different than how everyone else sees you.
Right, because it's reversed, or it's mirrored.
And they were talking about how like if people who part their hair the opposite way, it changes the way they look so much. And they showed a picture of Abe Lincoln, and then they showed the mirror, and
you didn't recognize it.
It happened to be like a live show, so they had it like so you could hear the audience.
Okay.
And they show the regular one, and then they show the mirror, and everyone goes, "Oh!" Like there's audible distress from the audience.
Oh, that's so weird. Like a pod person, like this is not Abraham Lincoln at all.
Yeah, and if you look at the pic, because they have it up on their website,
Sure.
I'll link to it.
I'd love to see that.
It's like
it blows your mind.
It's crazy.
And pretty much the only difference is the hair parting.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
and like all the, it's just
it
looks
just slightly
weird.
different.
It's like that's Abraham Lincoln, but what's wrong? It's like the uncanny valley of Abraham Lincoln.
That's amazing.
Because you just have this image of him in your head, but that's what he saw when he looked in the mirror.
He
saw that grotesque image that everyone freaked out about.
Oh, why does everyone hate me? Like, this is why. I think I look good. Have you ever seen? I don't remember where I saw this, but I saw someone that had a mirror in their apartment, but it was called something like a true mirror.
Oh,
and so it showed you how you looked to everyone else.
Weird.
And when you look in the mirror, it freaks you out. You're like, I can't handle this because it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
that always freaks me out when I'm taking selfies, because a lot of front-facing cameras will like flip the image.
Yeah,
it's disorienting.
It is disorienting, especially when I'm trying to take pictures of my funny like slogans on my T-shirts.
Yeah,
and I can't read them
or
anymore.
like when I'm trying to. I have a mole on one side of my penis, and it's hard to get it in.
Right. When you're sending those pictures to your side girlfriends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not my front girlfriend.
I don't have that problem. I have moles on both sides of my penis.
Nice.
So yeah, really, it's an asymmetry.
I should tan the other side very heavily.
Yeah.
Mole. There's the mirror thing kind of reminded me. There was that study or whatever experiment where some guy forever ago, a long time ago, wore special glasses that flipped everything upside down, and over time his eyes or his brain corrected it, so even though he was wearing the glasses, the world looked right side up to him.
No way.
And then he took the glasses off, and everything he had to his brain had to redo
no way.
it. Yeah.
That's really
I'll
crazy.
Look that up too, because when the way eyes work, the image is already flipped, and your brain is flipping it.
Right. Gosh, I can't. That's so bizarre to think about.
So at first, obviously everything was upside down and it was nuts. But then after a few days or weeks or whatever,
the brain just flipped. Do you think that just one day he woke up and was like, "Oh"?
I don't remember. I feel like whatever I was listening to or reading, it said, but
or he was in the middle of the day, he blinked finally at 3 o'clock. And it was like, "Oh."
Or maybe sometimes it would go back and forth. It would go in and out.
Depending
I don't know.
on how he focused.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of like those magic eye puzzles where sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't.
How weird is that though? That's man, that's crazy.
Yeah, human brains are really weird.
Brains are weird. Bodies are weird. People are weird.
Super weird.
Penis moles are weird. It's all weird.
It's all weird. It's all weird and it's all happening. Yeah, I don't know. Sort of like how you get your leg or your arm cut off or whatever, and you still feel it. Yeah. Like my finger itches. You don't have an arm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how that works.
Can I talk about Star Wars real quick?
I'd love it.
I might have told you this, but maybe not. The book that I just read, it's a great time to be alive. Lots of Star Wars books, but there was one called Lords of the Sith, and it starts off with Darth Vader in his meditation chamber, and he has his helmet off inside, as he's able to do. But when he has his helmet on, it connects his brain and everything so that he, his prosthetic limbs all feel like they're part of his body. But when he takes the helmet off, he can feel that he's just got like stumps.
It's just a torso.
And his body is like in constant pain, like because his skin was all charred.
Yeah, by like a volcano.
Yeah, but it was saying that he sits in there and he wants to be in that pain because it makes him angry. And
the dark side feeds off of the negative energy.
Yeah, so he's just like in there getting pissed off and like amped up to kill. So fucking
the opposite of a meditation chamber.
Yeah, basically. Well, or I feel like
he's just like being alone with his thoughts.
Yeah, through the pain.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Yeah,
I hate this.
I hate you.
And the suit isn't. The suit only gets like 3G. It doesn't even get 4G.
Yeah.
So it's like just bad internet connection anyway. Have you ever done that? Like gone back to like, maybe like growing up, I used dial-up internet.
Sure.
And then got cable modem. It was like, this is the best. And then going back to dial-up, you're like, this is the worst.
Oh, you mean like the cell phone service that we have here at this house?
Kind of like that. Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, the whole time we've been, once we got to our location, anywhere that we've been around here, I've gotten 2G at best.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's like edge. It's like, this is bad.
Crazy. I don't know how people live like this.
It's simpler, you're outside with nature. It's just you and the bees. You tie little messages on the bees' legs, and they fly them to other people.
You know what would make this better?
What?
The Arbornet.
The Arbornet. The invention that we created a year or two ago.
Yeah, where
the trees are the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I think so. We need the Arbornet. This is the perfect time for the Arbornet.
Yeah, I think the Arbornet. Right to your senators and
tell them to invent the Arbornet.
Yeah, and we'll get that. Yeah, so we just need a grassroots movement.
Yeah.
For the Arbornet.
Smell you later.
Snake. This
has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Peaches. Hot sauce.